So Kanban is a management method. You can use it to manage work and specifically knowledge work. Many of you associate it with lean manufacturing. And the name of the Kanban method was actually inspired by the use of Kanban cards in lean production. However, the method is tailored and very suited to handle the specifics of knowledge work, which is invisible, has a higher degree of complexity and variation, and low direct inventory cost. So examples of knowledge work are, of course, all kinds of software development or providing software-based services, but also services like HR, marketing, and so on. The Kanban method has 3 components: change and service principles and 6 Kanban practices. The first Kanban practice is visualize. And visualize is the practice that most Kanban implementations start with. It is very powerful as it gives people a shared view of the so far hidden work. With the help of Kanban boards, we visualize the work and the flow of the work through the process from request to completion. It engages people emotionally and lets us understand complex situations, literally in the blink of an eye. What we often see in practice is that the Kanban board catalyzes communication between the people involved in the work, and we love this effect as it is very powerful. The second practice is limit work in progress. Short WIP, Limit Whip. This is often done by so-called WIP limits. These are numbers on top of a column or for a whole board, or maybe per person, limiting the amount of work items allowed. Limiting WIP is an important practice to improve flow, rather than making sure workers are fully utilized. In Kanban, we manage flow-based systems of work. So managing flow is our third practice. There is a common misconception that Kanban is about things like doing twice as many things in the same period of time. While we do see an increase in delivery rates in many systems over time, the focus is smooth and predictable flow of work items. We use data to better understand the behavior of our flow-based system. We measure the time it takes from starting an item to its delivery, and we monitor the incoming and delivered requests over a period of time, as we seek to balance our demand and capabilities. Every day we are faced with many small decisions. Which items do we start working on, and which of these is maybe more urgent than others? We should make our criteria and rules for all of these decisions explicit in order to support self-organization and to create a stable service delivery. Other examples for policies are the meaning of the color of cards on the board, criteria for when items can be pulled into the system or to the next stage, how many cards are allowed into a system at any time, or how certain metrics are being gathered. This brings us to practice number 5, feedback loop. While our work flows smoothly and continuously, having meetings and reviews at a fixed cadence, this means a rhythm, helps us to A, deliver work items in progress smoothly, and B, improve our service going forward. When you start with Kanban, you might start with 1 or 2 cadences, a daily Kanban meeting to align, and a retrospective or flow review every 2 weeks to review how things are going. With increasing maturity and depth of your Kanban implementation, you will add more cadences to it, driving the continuous improvement in order to achieve and maintain fitness for purpose. Practice number 6. If you are starting with Kanban, it is important to understand that the people involved in working with the Kanban system collaboratively, jointly own the responsibility for its improvement. This is what we mean with this practice. I already used the term Kanban system a few times. With Kanban systems, we mean the board, our tickets, policies, regular meetings, etc. So this is really about the operating system for your day-to-day work, which you should jointly own. The second part of the practice, evolve experimentally, refers to the scientific approach on which the Kanban method is based on. We observe the behavior, gather data and insights, and form hypotheses for how we could address certain issues in order to provide a better service. Before we close, let's not forget about the key principles of Kanban. For now, remember these two things. The first is the key change principle: start where you are now. We always start with an appreciation of the current state. We then help the people involved develop a joint understanding and visualization of the work they are doing. Based on this, ideas and suggestions for how to improve will start coming, helping us to improve over time. Secondly, see work as flow. Unfortunately, sometimes we find Kanban implementations that serve as a reporting tool or to micromanage a group of people. This is not the intention. Rather, key Kanban practices such as visualizing and explicit policies should provide you with a current and shared view of the work in progress and support self-organization, meaning people making the right decisions how they can jointly get the work done in the best way. Manage work, not workers. I hope this video gave you a basic understanding of what Kanban is. Of course, there's much more to learn. So start where you are now and hope to see you in one of the Kanban University classes. Thank you.